The Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Oh, there you are. Welcome back to the home of original sports perspective. From our couch to yours, this is your host, the Couch Rider Raven, saying, hey, man, welcome to the home of original sports perspective. From our couch to yours. Make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. Like, it's been a day. I've been ripping and running, rhyming and ripping. You know how I do. Everything it's been fun. It's been a good day, but it has been busy. And I have been working, and Camru is still working. He's going to join us late. Let's see who we got on the show right here. We got Delicious is first in the room. Hey, what's good? My main man, serving a mission in Papua New Guinea, Macri, Souza. That's what I'm talking about. What's good, man? So we appreciate y'all coming through, being here on time. You know, unlike Camru, unlike Brooke and a couple other folks, whatever. But hey, you here, and you could be anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with your boy. So I appreciate that. Give me just a second here. Got to go ahead and get into business. So when we're talking about the Ravens schedule, weeks 1 through 4, just the basics. And most of it's supposed to be debatable, or at least conversational. And we'll talk about it as we get down into it. But of course, y'all got to recognize G-Ro is still here. He is still here. He is consistent during this offseason. He ain't going nowhere. Y'all got to get over it. You got to get through it. I know y'all probably had to go to therapy or something along those lines, but we still rocking with the guy. We are still rocking with G-Ro, and this offense is going to look good this year because we got players back. We have players back. So let's see. We are going to do our motivational moment after we talk about our shout out. So I appreciate y'all. I think we are sitting at 11:45 still. We hadn't made much movement. So obviously we need to go ahead and tell some friends so that we can get a little bit more movement on this channel where we just have a good time. I actually lost a subscriber. We're at 1,144 subscribers, and it's okay. We are doing just fine. We'll be all right. Let's see. Today's motivational moments, once again, is coming from God is in the small stuff for the graduate. Just another gift from my father who constantly teaching me from beyond the grave. And this one says, your lives are a letter written in our hearts, and everyone can read it and recognize our good work among you. We'll read it one more time so we can think about it. Your lives are a letter written in our hearts, and everyone can read it and recognize our good work among you. So think about the work that you do. Think about the lives that you touch. You may be that smile someday that lights up somebody else's life, and they end up writing about you and theirs because you may have done something significant to bring joy to their face, to bring joy to their lives. Think about the impact that you can have on your fellow man's life. You know, we constantly preach in church, love God, love your neighbor. I believe this is true, that we have a responsibility to love both. And as you come across your neighbor and you see them in need, you find an opportunity to go help somebody out there in this world. I believe that's what we're supposed to do. Sacrifice of our time for theirs. It's a physical sign of an inner commitment to the things that you committed to. Is just being a good person. You see somebody that's pulled over on the side of the road that might be hurting, go ahead and help. You see somebody soliciting on the corner, see if you can, do what you can to help them. As long as they ain't selling other stuff, like drugs and themselves. Yeah, please commit to the case and see if you can actually help them out, because that one good deed may come forward to help you someday. They may remember you when they ended up hitting it big, and then they come back around and see that you need a helping hand, and they may come and help you as well. So that is your motivational moment today. It's very small, but at least we got one going. Like I said, Camru is on the missing persons report for a little while because he still has some work to do. So it's just a one-man show tonight, but that's okay. That is all right. I appreciate y'all sticking around. Like I said, we got two. We too strong right now. So Macri and Delicious, thanks for coming through. Thanks for being here, man. All right, so we got weeks 1 through 4. And in those weeks, we're facing off against the Jets. We're facing off against the Dolphins. We're facing off against the Patriots and also the Bills. So the theme is apparently the AFC East is who we are facing for the majority, or actually for all of those games. I think we have 2 of those are home games. And the Ravens have made a lot of changes since last season. We had a lot of injuries, a lot of people coming back off injuries, but made some definite roster moves. But so have these teams. They have made some significant moves as I went through looking through the rosters. And I can see, I'm like, oh my gosh, this team is better this year. And I'm talking about the teams that were playing. Not better than us, but I am saying, and some may be, but these teams have made significant moves. They got good general managers. This is not the dumpster fire AFC East of the past. Before it was Brady and then everybody else. And I don't know what happened. Brady caught word and he was like, are they catching up? They catching up. I'm finna go ahead and pack my bags and get up out of here because it's too tough for me. They actually have a backbone now in the AFC East. This might be a problem. Let's see who's in the room. Oh, KTSC, what's up, man? Make sure y'all subscribe to this man's channel. He has some talent as far as being able to get people into an interview. Like, that takes real talent. I'm actually going back to school for my master's degree to figure out how he does what he does when it comes to public relations. It takes a skill to be able to form that relationship with players, with celebrities, whoever it may be. Justin is able to get them into an interview. So please go ahead and check out his channel. All right, moving forward. We were talking about the different weeks. So, like I said, this is not the dumpster fire of the AFC East. This is not your daddy's Jets. It's not your daddy's Patriots. It's not your daddy's Dolphins or your daddy's Bills. These are new squads that they honestly have suited. They've souped up. I'm telling you, these squads right now, if they took on Belichick's Pats, would give them a serious problem when Belichick and Brady was together. It would have been some competition. Brooke is in the building. What's happening, Brooke? I have a feeling we will not hit anywhere near a 45-minute mark, even if Camru is not here. So it's just me and us, and that's all we need. We good right now, but so I don't know if we need the timer or what, because I don't think I got that capacity to be able to go 2 hours or even an hour or whatever. So we're gonna see what's up. Anyway, so we'll just go ahead and get started. Now that we got our intro and our motivational moment out the way, the motivational moment is just love God, love your neighbor. Easy, right? Just simple as all get out. That's all we need for that motivational moment. So now, with that said, and we got all that on the way, let's go ahead and get going into the Jets. Before we do, let's pay a bill real quick. Somebody just made a comment. Brooks says that he's fine. Where he at? He fine. He got. I got his excuse right here. I'll go ahead and put it on the screen for you. He said, "Bro, I'm still handling some business. I had to jump on late." So he may come, he may not come. Toast is here. Hey man, appreciate you. Thanks for coming through, man. You always get it jumping in here, so I appreciate it. All right, we got a couple of folks coming late, but it's all right. Y'all clocking in. This is awesome. When it comes to the Jets, week 1 versus the Jets, and I got a friend who hit me up as soon as the schedule came out saying, hey, them Jets had one heck of a draft. They coming for us. And they did. They had an amazing draft for that first round. I mean, when you get Sauce, when you get one of the best wide receivers out there, when you are picking up player after player that are hits, that are full-on hits, you're doing something special. You're doing something significant, and it is definitely going to be a challenge for the Baltimore Ravens come in August, and excuse me, September. So, Dimers.com still has the Ravens with a 71% chance of winning. The Jets, they had an off year, off few years. They may be pulling themselves back together this year. They had a 4-13 record in 2021, and they were marred by injuries and consistency with the quarterback play. But he's growing. It's still his first or his second year. So Zach Wilson comes back, and does this thing, and he should be okay. Plus, they got Joe Flacco backing up over there. I know a couple of y'all feel a certain way about Joe, but I don't know. I think I like him outside of the Ravens organization better than I do in the inside, because you just never know what Joe's going to come up with, because all of a sudden he's given an opportunity where somebody gets injured, and he's just like, hey, I still got some flashes. So it's exciting to see him get opportunities there. Anyway, so here we are. So they had all these issues last year. Was it addressed in the offseason? Let's see. They picked up Garrett Wilson. Oh, yeah. For pick number 10, the NFL draft. Sauce Gardner. Oh, yeah. Doing their thing. They definitely wanted to solidify the tight end core, so they picked up Jeremy Ruckert, CJ Uzomah, Tyler Conklin. I mean, there were some solid pickups there to help solidify that tight end core. And they already had a decent wide receiver core because they had Denzel Mims, Corey Davis, Eli Moore. I mean, they had some decent wide receivers, and Eli Moore had a decent, I say even more than solid rookie season. And so then on top of that, they wanted to go ahead and help out with the offensive lineman. And PFF had this guy rated as one of the top offensive tackles in the country. In fact, they gave him the highest grade for tackles in the country when the Jets picked up Max Mitchell. So that's basically like they had 4 first-round picks. And then they picked up Breece Hall, who was given high grades and was one of the highest rated running backs in the country out of Iowa State. This dude scores 24 touchdowns. Was it 23 touchdowns in one season, 42 touchdowns over 2 seasons. Dude's balling. Absolutely balling. There's going to be a problem for anybody that doesn't have a decent line. Fortunately, we have one. We have a decent line to be able to take care of business. All right. So let's see what some comments are right quick before I keep going. Toast has a question. He says, what moves do you want to see made still this offseason? I'm good. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to see anybody brought in a wide receiver. The offensive line is sewed up. The running backs have plenty of insurance there. I think if we did pick up maybe a defensive end or something, I wouldn't be too mad. Justin Houston signing him back for that tutelage, being able to get him, because I think he's on a tender right now, but I think we should be able to get him back full time because I don't think anybody signed him. So we should be able to get that guy back. As far as the secondary goes, we are extremely solid. I think more than solid with our guys back there. And then I think with the inside linebacker position, yes, there's a competition. Should be a competition straight up because it's just not solid. It's not as solid as it could be. So I'd say, yeah, that's fine. I really think we're just fine. Maybe pick up some good kickoff returner. That way Duvernay can get a little bit more reps when it comes to the Ravens offense. But other than that, yeah, I mean, watch the cable. Cameron is saying hello. You can actually speak. We can hear you, so they can hear you.
Hi.
All right, Lisa's in the building. Good to see you, Lisa. She says, hey, Jermaine, Zach Wilson will not mess with Ravens Nation.
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, those Jets, like I said, they had one heck of an offseason. And I'm not going to say we're not going to sleep on them Jets. We're not going to sleep on them because I can tell you right now, with the way that they picked up this decent wide receiver core, I'm telling you, it's a sleeping wide receiver core of Eli Moore, Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis, Denzel Mims, and then on defense, they got Jermaine Johnson. They got Sauce, and they got Carl Lawson, and then they got Quentin Williams, and that guy had 6 sacks last year. This is going to be a unit. It's going to be a force to reckon with, and I think it's going to be a really good week 1. It's not going to be any type of blowout, even though Justin says it's going to be bad. He says the Ravens are going to win 35-7. So it could be one heck of a matchup. Toast said he's not worried about Zach Wilson against the secondary. Speaking, New England made him look like undrafted free agents. Whew. But I mean, New England's Their secondary looks a little bit different. Sorry, my son is bugging me about a Cash App. Hang on, let me call him and put that up.
I want my money.
He said, "Look, man, give me my chips, bro. Give me my chips." So let me just pause and say, hey, look, anything that is donated as far as funds to the show, whether it be on the stream, the super chats, or through the Cash App, whatever, those proceeds will go to Cameron's Pokemon problem. We have sent him to rehab.
It is not a problem. Why do you keep assaulting me about this? In all of your videos, you assault me about this every time I say
So for 29 cents a day, you can support Cameron's Pokemon. I'm not playing. I'm kidding. If you guys want to just get this dude some Pokemon cards, something like that, then go ahead and chime in on this little thing right here.
Yeah, that little thing.
Or you can just jump it, throw it into the super chats down low. We'll cash out, make sure this guy gets taken care of. So
yes,
he is
so I can get Pokemon cards.
Big time into these things. So it's a good time. Anyway, moving on back to the show. A lot of people said hello. So Brooke said hi, and then Lisa said hello. She said, "Cameron is such a cutie pie."
I don't like that. Like, everyone says that about that.
You tell her thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And then, so we're going back to the show here. Brooke says, "I love Joseph." Joseph.
That's Joseph.
Who? Who's Joseph?
I don't know.
Oh, you talking about Joe Flacco. Anyway. All right, Lisa, Joe Flacco is interception happy. We ain't gonna turn this into a Joe Flacco slander show.
This is not going to be a Joe Flacco slander show, even though I have no idea who Joe Flacco is.
He was the quarterback before Lamar.
Oh.
He helped bring a championship to Baltimore, but then that's kind of all he did. Moving on. He said, "I doubt we bring anybody else in other than some designers." Okay, yeah, just to design the stadium, I guess. Or re-signing. It's okay. Re-sign. Okay, thanks. And then Toast says, "I agree," or way less skilled and older. Yeah.
Who is Toast?
Toast is cool. He'll get under your skin sometimes, but he's cool. All right. So anyway, like I said, Diamonds has us with a 71% win percentage, but I decided to I wanted to look at each position and see if we had it or if they had it. So when, of course, looking at quarterbacks, when it comes down to it, Lamar is just a whole other world better than Zach Wilson, at least for this moment. There was times when he was called the Mormon Mahomes as far as Zach Wilson. And we're going to see this year if he's able to pull everything together and work with this wide receiving core and those tight ends, the 3 tight ends that he picked up. And maybe they run some 13 personnel because they have a really solid running back and good wide receivers, and they might be able to pull something off. But like I said, I'm not going to count our Ravens out, not at all.
And before I forget, hit the like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, hit the like, subscribe, and smack that bell so you know what's going down.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to say. All right. So we got, 9 people in the room. Let me get 9 likes, please. I very appreciate that. Anyway, we're at the quarterback position. You know, Lamar, he's coming off of an injury that, basically it happened while he was throwing the ball, not necessarily while he was running the ball. So, of course, everybody's going to try to key in on that and say he's injury prone, whatever. That's not the case. And then Zach Wilson, I feel like I said, he's got some growth to do. So when it comes to the quarterback battle there, I think Lamar's got him hands down beat.
Oh, Delicious is in the room.
Yeah, Delicious been here. He was the first one in. Was he the first one in the room? Yeah, Delicious was the first one in the room.
Oh, I didn't know.
All right.
Because I wasn't here like 30 minutes.
Yeah, you late too. But Cam Rue late, Cam Run late. Find them all. Find everybody. Taxes for you. And then everybody else will be
no taxes.
No bashing on the set. I've already had microphone issues tonight. I don't need this thing falling over.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to the running backs. Of course, we know Breece Hall and we know Michael Carter's there. Michael Carter has a certain amount of speed element, but Breece will bring a different change of pace as far as he'll have the speed element, but he also have more of a power back element. Looking forward to seeing what he has to offer in week 2 and just not in week 1. Hopefully he goes completely quiet in week 1. But of course, with the stable of running backs, from everybody from Mike Davis to Dobbins to Gus Edwards, I mean, you name it, we got it. This is going to be a really solid running back core. So I definitely had to give it up to the Ravens as far as the running backs. So moving forward into the wide receivers, until Baltimore is able to put more on the field, we said it on Monday that this team hasn't caught very many passes from Lamar Jackson. This group of wide receivers, as far as on the stat chart, we got youth, and maybe that's going to pay off. Maybe it won't. But what we can see right now, as far as the Jets wide receiver core versus the Ravens wide receiver core, I'm looking at a little bit more talent with the Jets because the first round pick, Garrett Wilson, and Eli Moore, and Denzel Mims. Like I said, I mentioned this a few times. They got the talent there, so I got to give it to them when it comes to the wide receivers. So we're looking at the score right now. We're looking at 2 because the Ravens got the quarterbacks, they got the running backs, but the Jets have the wide receivers. When it comes to the tight ends.
Oh, thanks, Delicious.
There you go. Delicious has made a donation to the Pokemon Fund.
Yes.
So appreciate you
Thank you.
Your donation to the Pokemon. So that'll be definitely, we'll be making a trip. We're going to the lair on Friday.
Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair. And, every time I looked it up in any other city or state, it really means something else. But apparently here it is a card trading store. So thank goodness.
Well, it's like a way bigger version of
sorry.
what is it? Ground Zero Hobby, but you can select very overpowered Pokemon cards from there, and not from Ground Zero.
Excuse me, just one. Okay. All right, so let's see what Don C says here. He says, Jermaine, you guys have a great show. I'm going to catch the replay and go in at 2 a.m. I dropped my like, everyone. Chat, good night. Thanks, Don C. I appreciate you coming through, man. Much love. Much love. And Delicious says, I miss collecting Pokemon cards. That was one thing that I just I didn't get into as far as collecting the Pokemon. Now, I did collect some basketball cards and, I collected a jersey on accident from Moses Malone. Karl Malone. Wasn't really a big fan because Karl threw his jersey on me after he got done with a charity basketball game. This dude was like dripping sweat, and here I am, 5 years old, with this little pin, hoping to get an autograph. He just takes off his jersey and it rained sweat all over me. And I was just like, I was in tears, and he was my enemy for life. So, yeah, but that's how that goes. Anyway, as far as collecting baseball cards or football cards or even the basketball cards, I definitely was on it. I think Mom still has my collection at the house in Louisiana. I might have to go get that because they might be worth some money. All right, so
But what if she doesn't let you take it?
Oh, she gonna let me take it? Grandma gonna let me get that? All right, Big Reg is here, man. What's good? Yeah, the mailman definitely, he got me bad. He did me dirty, man. My dad was like, did you get the autograph? And I'm like, in tears, man. I'm just like, no, he tossed this nasty jersey on me. And my dad's like, I'll take that. Yoink. So I think we still have the jersey. Hopefully somebody washed it because, that was really disgusting that day. Anyway, what were we talking? So we went through the quarterbacks. We said Lamar. We said running backs. We said the Ravens got that. We said wide receivers, that was the Jets, so the score is 2-1. We're moving on to the tight ends. I think we got the best tight end in football, in my opinion. And so I believe the tight ends, we're just fine. We picked up 4 solid bodies right there. I mean, when you got Boyle coming off of injury, you got Isaiah Likely and Kolar, we should be pretty solid. Cameron wants me to read Delicious comment. He said, man, I was full in with cards and Pokédex and everything. Did you have the Pokeballs that had the random cards on the inside, man?
I'll show you one.
Careful. Cameron's going to get his Pokemon collection. Oh, Lord, we're going to squirrel off. We might need that time of the night. We might need that time. Anyway, so we are at the tight end. So like I said, we picked up 4. They got 4 decent ones between Ruckert, Uzama. I think I like Uzama when he was playing.
He needs one of these.
Yeah, so this thing actually opens up and there's cards on the inside, but I like
it. And there's also always a coin. But that wasn't my coin collection one.
I'm apparently not going to make you watch your step. Watch your step. That's the connection. Show ends immediately if you make a mistake. All right. So tight end wise, yeah, they got CJ Uzoma. I think he was great when he was in Cincinnati. It just there was a couple of injuries that might have been an issue there. Tyler Conklin, I think that's a decent pickup for tight ends as well. Like I said, they're going to have a squad, a definite squad. But as far as the score, I still got the tight ends for the Ravens being better than them. Offensive line, like you could see that they needed to pick up some situation. They need to pick up a offensive tackle. We have death on top of death on top of death. And speaking of death, we got one Cam right here. We got one Cam Rue right here. Let's go.
What's up, brother?
In the building, y'all. Let's say what's up.
Let's go.
we Cam squared here.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? What I miss?
Oh man, I was just talking about the week 1 preview with the Jets versus the Ravens.
Oh, and also Pokemon.
And apparently some Pokemon stuff. Cameron got paid $2 for his Pokemon habit, his addiction, and it's a pretty serious problem.
It's not a problem. Sold me for that.
Dog, so we can live now. Trying to get us someplace else now. Trying to get this brain zoom to the moon, baby. Trying to make this bread, baby.
You gotta make that money, bro.
And I go get every Pokemon card ever existent.
Brooke said you fired.
That's what I said. You fired me. I'm trying to get
Is Delisha giving a slaps or is that a clap?
I hope you was giving me the claps. Let's don't give me the slaps, brother.
I can't give you the clap.
Brother. Ain't even eat yet.
Oh my gosh. I think you missed the motivational moment too. We were just talking about love God, love your neighbor. You know, first time, right?
Which I
love your neighbor. Brooke, love your neighbor.
Hey, both Cams got in late.
Yes.
Because I came.
You held it down, brother. You the number 1 Cam. You held it down.
Yeah.
Hey, go take care of that cat. The cat is entering the show as well. Apparently, we got an issue. Bless said, "What's up, Couch and Cam?"
Bless. What's happening?
Yeah, man. And apparently, Brooks little brothers into Pokemon as well. Cameron, watch your step.
Wait, what did you say?
Brooke wanted to tell you that her little brothers are into Pokemon as well.
Yeah.
All right, so we getting off track. So basically, what I was telling him was that there was a 71% chance of rain in New York at MetLife because the Ravens will come raining down on them, according to Dimers.com. What's the name?
Blast is in the room.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you give him a shout out to Bless. So there was KTSC came on and said, "Hey, 35-7 is what his prediction is."
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said. But I feel like it's going to be a little bit closer than that because of the off-season moves they made.
Yeah, man, they won the. You wanted to talk about who won the draft? They might have won it. You know,
I think they had such a significant draft. When you pick up Jermaine Johnson, when you pick up Wilson, when you pick up, you already got Eli Moore sitting there, and then you go ahead and pick up the top corner in the draft who did not allow, and I think he didn't allow a touchdown last year, right?
No, I don't think he did either.
That dude is a dog.
CJ probably feel like he still got something to prove. Mosley, because I don't think he played that year. We played him Thursday night. I think he was injured, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he played that night.
Yeah, and he's just one of those guys when he's healthy, he balling. He got that Jimmy Smith in him. Sorry, Brooke. I'm just saying, when he's on, he's balling. And I think
he's gonna be ready. He's gonna at least make it to this game.
Yeah, he'll be ready for this one. I say about week 4, he gone. He'll probably be gone a good 6 weeks or something. But probably get hurt in a hot tub or something.
I think that first half gonna be. It's always the first game of the season. I think the first half may be worth watching. And that second half, I think it's gonna be a different type of story. I think that purple rain will come down.
Like I think this is where we get to see Rashad Bateman really take off as a player. I know a lot of people talking about he's mid on Twitter right now.
He's what?
And they were calling him mid, as in a middling wide receiver who just it probably ain't gonna amount to nothing.
Wow.
And I think that's kind of just. I mean, we got to see, no doubt. But
I mean,
I'm like, this guy is shown talent last year.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why Are these Ravens fans taking shots at him, or
It was
I,
Ravens. It was a couple of Ravens fans, and then because they want their wide receiver, they want their premier name marquee type wide receiver, and they haven't got it, and that's what they want during this offseason.
I'm still trying to understand why everyone feel that. Y'all, if no one gets it by now, you tied Hollywood Brown with the same amount of yards as he did as a rookie. Pretty much equivalent. It's not the same amount, but they both did 500 and some numbers. Yep. And you can play every game. He played every game.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you didn't have Lamar for every game.
Hey, K-Tess!
I don't understand. KT, what's up?
Okay, so yeah, I see. Delicious is saying, speaking of Jimmy Smith, y'all heard Julian Edelman say Jimmy was probably the hardest corner he faced.
Believe it.
I think, when you sit on a show with Ray Lewis, you're not going to sit here and diss the Ravens because he was doing the inside the NFL. And I could appreciate, him showing that love because he said he got hit by Ray Lewis and got sent. He walked over to the wrong sideline. He got hit so hard.
I think it might have happened too with Ed. I think Ed almost the one.
Anyone else watching this, please comment.
But I think I don't think he's sugarcoating it at all, man. Because I think honestly, Sherman said that when he was talking about who he think the top 5. This is back when Sherman was like the best corner in the game at the time, and they were like, well, who do you think the best corners are? He's like, man, when Jimmy Smith is healthy, Jimmy probably the best corner out there. And I was surprised. This was on NFL Network. This just came from left field. I was like, what?
I mean, I don't disagree. Like I said, when Jimmy is healthy, he's out there. He was. I think he was better than Chris McAllister when he was healthy.
Oh yeah.
There's 7 people in the room.
Yeah, and I mean, Chris McAllister was actually graded as one of the top corners, along with who was it? Asante Samuel back in the day. And then you had, of course, you had Revis Allen, you had Champ Bailey, and they were throwing Chris McAllister's name in the mix of that. So it was really good company to be saying, hey, that Chris McAllister was in that company, and here we are saying Jimmy Smith was better than that. So that's significant.
Bro, he's the only one I know that shut down Megatron on his own.
Oh yeah.
And
the only time Megatron had those yards is when they were in zone. That's the only time he got yardage.
This is a Monday night game. This ain't just this dude on Sunday at 1. It was Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't prime time. So give Jimmy got to get his love. I mean, I got to watch that episode.
We got to get his love, and then of course Brooke got to throw the shade. You know it. She said, "Yeah, I heard nowadays he could probably just breathe on Jimmy all over and break something." Just dang it, Brooke.
You don't leave Jimmy alone, Brooke. I'm coming right to you.
He would go tend to her man Marlo while he sit here going off on Twitter. She claimed she was married to him until he I guess he hit on Zendaya when they was together. He just shot a shot. It really wasn't even a full shot. It was half a shot.
Yeah, it was a half a shot. This thing itching like crazy, man. I just got some more details.
I saw you get that ink in there.
Yeah, it's itching like crazy. I said go back and finish it up, but I gotta wait. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good, bro? I'm just going through the comments here. Delicious says if it wasn't for injuries, Jimmy would have been up there when he was on the field. He was consistent as it gets. Yes. Yeah, those injuries, they definitely killed him, but he just was coming back, man. Dude was just like an Energizer Bunny once he was up. Good to go.
I wonder who is the 8th and 9th.
I'll be right back. Let me check on my food real quick, bro.
All right. So I'll read through a couple more comments.
The 9th person in the room. Because we know who the other 8 are.
Cameron is curious about who everyone is in the room. So everybody just check in, say what's up to Cam, and leave a comment because he wants to know all 9 people in the room at that particular moment. So right now, you're seeing Justin, you're seeing Delicious, you got Travis, you got Brooke, you got Big Reg. So that's 5.
KT Sports Talk.
You got Lisa's in the building. Mac Reese may still be here. And then there's Don C.
definitely delicious because
You got toast. So I think that's everybody.
Super chat, unless he would stay in for the whole video.
And then Travis is here. He said, "What's up, Couch and Cam?" So Cam, of course, just bounced out for a second. I'm pretty sure he went to go get some, I don't know, was it cake or pie or something like, something that he can afford to eat. I can't necessarily, this gobbler keeps getting bigger and bigger. So we don't want to have that problem.
Yeah, and usually one of the Cams is always eating.
Okay. Brooks says Marlo is unhelpable. I can't deal with his nonsense. Let's see. He says, y'all talking about Edelman comment. Yes, we were talking about Edelman for a minute there, and just how, he does have a lot of respect for the Rays, but I have a lot of respect for him because Edelman was one of those guys who did it all. Belichick, I don't know if Belichick knew what he had, but he was just like, look, kid, you want to make this team, I know you ain't no quarterback, but you're gonna play special teams. Okay, kid, you want to make this team, then guess what? You're gonna be over here on defense. We're gonna make you a corner. And he was actually holding Anquan Bolden during the championship that year. And then he's like, all right, kid, you want to make this team? We'll go ahead and give you a shot at wide receiver. Oh, by the way, you want to make this team? You're gonna be water boy, towel boy. We're gonna have you over here sweeping during the off season. And Jillian said, you know what?
Look at Brooks.
Let's go get it. I'm with you.
Look at Brooks.
Went through. She said TJ gonna have a 6 drug test thanks to Marlo. That's right. He did make a comment about Tony Jefferson doing steroids. That's funny. All right, so Big Red says, hot take, a healthy Jimmy Smith is better than Marlo. I don't know. It's kind of like ships passing in the night. I don't know. I think it's a changing of the guard. I can't necessarily call it. With Jimmy healthy and with Marlo healthy, it's hard to call because it's two different styles of play. Like Marlo's going to let you catch it, but he's going to punch that ball out. Jimmy is going to shadow you and then usher you to the sideline and whoop you all the way downfield. He's a more physical a guy win the ball. When it comes to the trailing technique, when it comes to shadowing, that's Jimmy. But as far as taking a player and putting them out of the game and being able to move into the slot and play on the outside, I got to give it to Marlo. I mean, even though Jimmy could play against the tight ends, he's physical. That's what I loved about Jimmy when he first came out of Colorado was when you go look at the tape of his college play, this dude was constantly ushering guys to the sideline, whooping everybody down. In fact, I was projecting him to the Ravens before the draft. I was hoping my best, and then all of a sudden that snafu happened, and I didn't think he was going to get him. Oh, he's got his cup. I don't know where my cup is. I think it's in the something. Yeah. Okay, so where are we at? Brooke says she loves Edelman. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Travis,
you're eating pie?
No, I'm eating shrimp.
Eating shrimp?
It looks like pie.
I just got on the plate.
It's just on the plate, sir. Just on the plate.
Oh.
All right.
No pie tonight, sir.
All right, here we go. So Travis says he threw the 2 TDs to put the Pats up for the second time in the 2011 playoffs for the second time. Oh, yes. So I think was that 2014 was when he threw that TD to who's the other slot over there? That Amendola. He threw it to Amendola.
What are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about Julian Edelman.
And I have no idea what
that
is.
Huh?
Playoffs? What'd you say when he threw?
Yeah, it was in the playoffs. Yeah, he was just how he's a really hard worker, and that's one thing I think the Ravens had a shot to get him, and they put a tender out on him. They actually wanted to pay that tender, and the Pats came back and said, no, we'll match it or beat that contract, and they did, and they actually came and won the Super Bowl that year. And we decided to go get Jason Campanaro. Get your phone. Watch the cable. Who calling you this time of night?
No, it wasn't my call.
Oh, okay.
It was my phone time was up, but I couldn't use my phone.
I'm like, man, this boy getting phone calls this time of night. It was apparently somebody. This is an alarm clock.
Oh my God! All right.
Yeah. In his prime. Okay. Then it was a hot take. It was Jimmy in his prime apparently is better than Marlo. That is what Big Red says right now. So I mean, it's still for me. It's a toss up because they just got two different play styles, and one can play inside and outside, and then the other one can actually play tight ends, and then go back to the outside. So I like both. I'm fortunate both was Ravens, and I wish Jimmy the best. Jimmy going into the Ring of Honor for sure.
Yeah.
So we're excited for that for him because he is a Super Bowl champion. We'll get to Brooke in a minute, man. Calm your thirst. Let's see. All right. Delicious says it's debatable, but I don't know. It's very close. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Brooke says Jimmy just show up nowadays. He ain't trying to break a toe.
Maybe he just got
Jimmy's a coach, man. Yeah, coaching
every day. Or like he got COVID and then he got cancer and then
Whoa.
Hold up now. That Jimmy wasn't that bad, man. Chill out, bro. All right. So, anyways, Travis said he watched Jimmy at Colorado University here, and he was ecstatic when the Ravens drafted him. Would never compare to Marlowe. They two different breeds. It is two different breeds. Just like Kerry Williams was his own breed as well. He wasn't physical, but he could shadow anyone. But then all of a sudden he figured out he was getting tried like crazy. And then all of a sudden his game caught on, and then his mouth it just wouldn't shut up after that. That's why I kind of lost a little bit of respect for him when he started just yapping a little bit too much, talking too much trash and his gameplay went a little bit down once he started thinking he starts feeling himself. So, but yeah, Kerry was one of those dudes. I was kind of glad it was on the other side for a little while. But Brady saw that, and he felt he saw blood in the water when it came to Kerry, and he just kept targeting him mainly because Jimmy's on the other side, so he didn't want no part of that.
Don't forget Corey Graham was there, so
yep. Big Red says, "Can you imagine a healthy Jimmy with Marlowe and MP? They would have been unstoppable." Oh yeah, no doubt.
Untrained though.
We had him for a minute though. That 14-2 season.
Yeah, 2019, right?
2019, it was all together.
Yeah,
it was all together.
And unworthy.
And we got MP at the right time. Jimmy just came back.
Yeah.
Remember the Rams game?
Yeah,
they both got sacks.
Oh yeah, I loved it that year because what was the year we got Burrow for all them sacks? It was like every DB had all them sacks. It was crazy.
That was 2020. That was the COVID year.
Yeah, I like that one too. They were really on today that game, and Wink was in his bag.
Wink.
Yes, we had a teammate. We had a coach named Wink back in the day. So he's trying to talk about the significance of Wink because we have a cat named Wink. Oh. We also have a dog named Raven. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the Wink was not. It wasn't tied to Wink Martindale. It just happened. And all of a sudden, we're like, oh, snap, I got a defense coordinator named Wink as well. So I'm not naming all my dogs after Ravens, but I did name one Raven. Well, I didn't name him. They named the dog Raven so that we could keep the dog because I didn't want the dog.
That's the best I've eaten.
Yeah, that's just how we do things.
Anywho. So we got Delicious saying Kerry Williams used to have me hot. Yes, because he was getting targeted he had to be getting targeted like average 9 times a game. That was just insane the amount of targets he was getting. Just coming, it probably was more than that, but it was like 9 catches a game was getting caught on him.
He wasn't. I don't think he was drafted. I think he was drafted, right? Not by us.
Who, Kerry?
He wasn't. Wasn't he undrafted?
I thought Kerry was a later round pick for us.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was in practice squad for a minute.
I had to go take a look at his history.
Well,
wasn't he on the practice squad?
While we're on this,
I know he was climbing his way up the depth chart, and he finally got a chance. I think it was after year 3 or something like that. And I kept saying, I was like, this dude, he deserves a chance. He deserves a chance. I was like, he was showing up in preseason, and then Harbaugh finally gave his chance. I was like, wow, that's cool. Let's see. He played at Washburn and was drafted by the Titans in the 7th round in 2008. And so he was just brought in during an offseason.
Yeah. We didn't draft him. We're talking slick again.
Oh, yeah. She said that was Jimmy's 3rd full season ever. I'm going to get you, girl.
Further down. Next one.
Look, she just hate Jimmy with a passion. Oh my goodness. She said, I can't believe we lost week and got stuck with him. All right. So, oh, she talking about Giro. Carey was roasted. Careful. Watch the cable. All right. So, seventh round pick by the Eagles. You got 7th round pick out of the Eagles. I got drafted by the Titans.
I thought he was by the Eagles too, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
What she got in that roster machine?
Mom needs my skills.
Okay.
He's pretty good, big Reg. He once he got his technique down, but by that time he was going anyway. But in the beginning, he used to get me hot too. I ain't gonna lie, Shockey used to get me hot because I thought you could see the talent. He had the speed. Yeah, I don't know. It's all about technique, man. When you get to that next level, I think people tend to forget. They forget that. That's why Marlon said back to the drawing board. It's about technique when you get to the, when you get to the league, when you get the technique down, all your pure talent will show. You know what I mean?
Wait, now there's 12 people in the room?
Yeah,
we don't even know who.
Okay, Cameron is freaking out because he sees the numbers going up as far as people attending the room. So just go ahead and hit the like button and drop a comment because he wants to know who's here.
Yeah, because we don't even know who 4 people are in the room.
This man he is taking attendance over here. Anyway, we've completely gone way off track here. So we were talking about the quarterback. Of course, we already know Lamar. Running backs, I think the Ravens got that one. Their stable running backs is still better than what the Jets have. I mean, Michael Carter and Breece Hall are going to be great this year. But I think what we have now, at least was what may make the roster. Let's say like there may be some that don't make the roster, like let's say Justice Hill and Mike Davis might be close to not making it. But it depends on injuries, recovery for us. But I think when it comes to that, I think the running backs still for the Ravens are better than the Jets. We talked about the wide receiver core for the Jets. I think for now until the Ravens actually prove with these young bucks that they can be better. I think they have that check mark on for the Jets for the wide receivers. Then of course the tight ends. We got the best tight end in football. We have a pretty solid stable of tight ends. They picked up a decent bit as well, but our top tight end trumps their top tight end. So I gave that to the Ravens. Then it came to the offensive line. This is kind of where I'm going to let you choose on this one because I have my choice, but I want to hear your point.
If our offensive line, you're talking about if everyone's healthy, right?
Everybody healthy.
Everyone's healthy. I think we got a top 5 offensive line. I think it's a better offensive line now. If everybody's healthy. My honest opinion, I'm not trying to be biased at all. We got an all-pro left tackle. We got a Pro Bowl right tackle.
And we stole their tackle.
Yeah, we stole exactly. I ain't gonna keep him. Don't worry, he gonna take it out on him. We got a Pro Bowl. We got a Pro Bowl guard.
Yeah.
Right guard. We don't know who's gonna play left guard. That's the only question mark at this particular time. But I feel like anybody that we throw in there, whether it's Macari, whether it's Cleveland, and I really throw it up to those two. Or I've been hearing a lot of talk about Tyree Phillips because he's not a tackle; he's a guard. If we have to play him at tackle, it means that a lot of people get injured. But one of those 3, I'm perfectly good with at the start position. I'm gonna tell you this though. I don't know if you covered this. I just got a feeling that our defense is gonna play with a different type of swag, bro. I really believe in this because Marlon keeps bringing up the fact that
we got 12 people in the room again.
They were talking about the 2000 defense. They came there for the they had a 30-30 on the 2000 Raven defense, and him learning all this stuff, how he was excited about it. The team has talked about it. When your defense is talking about it, now they're trying to live up to something. They got something to live up to. You know what I mean? And I think it's going to play different, man. I mean, the swag is going to be there. Swag is definitely going to be there.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Yes, sir. I think, they're going to play with a whole nother level of confidence. And I think that's just because of that secondary. The way it looks right now, it's lockdown. It is most certainly lockdown. I think the only type of issue we may deal with is a lot of burners. They don't have. I know that Marlo had Olympics type speed, but not as much as he used to have. And I'm not saying he just completely got slow, but I'm thinking that when it comes to these other burners out there, that it may present an issue. But I think the safeties we got on the back end are pretty good as well.
Thanks, Will. Well, I
He's always training, so it might be good.
$5.
We went back. He went back to Alabama and started doing his track drills and whatnot, everything they used to do. So
yeah,
we good. His feet might, got back under him because that's when he had that All-Pro year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Will was in the building. He had already donated 5 out the gate. He said Ravens go 0-4. Oh my gosh, my man, what are you doing? Will would come in here already ragging on us, man. Said Ravens go 0-4 in the first 4 weeks. Ravens desperately want Baker to save them. Hello, fellow Cleveland fans.
Wilbur, you are the best.
I wanted to keep both of y'all off the show.
No. I'm saying that because he gave me $5.
Oh man, so you gonna promote Will?
Yeah, I'm just here to collect the money. I'm just here because I don't want to get fined.
Yes, so I'm about to say he a sellout. He's just like, look, I'm here for the Duggins, y'all. I'm here for the Pokemon.
I'm here for Pokemon.
That's it.
And he said with 6'9" guard, that should be interesting. Who was the 6'9" guard?
6'9". Who 6'9" is playing guard?
Oh no, now I gotta go take a look.
I don't know who 6'9" playing guard.
You got me all confused. I'm like, who is the 6'9"?
The lineman that we have is Falele.
Yeah, I'm about to say Falele. Yeah, one of the largest men that Marlo's ever seen. I want to say.
Yeah, 6'8", 6'9", but he's gonna play tackle.
Who's there? I want to know. Is he talking about Elijah Vera Tucker? Is that the guard that he's referring to? Because I think that guy's only 6'5".
Yeah, I think the tallest guards we have are 6'5". I think.
Yeah, he's got to be talking about somebody else on the Jets. I just don't know who he's talking about. Maybe it was Max Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Max Mitchell's only 6'6". I don't know. All right, so let's see. Where did we leave off? We left off on Brooke yelling at Wilbert.
Yeah, Travis said Falele. Falele's playing tackle, brother.
Yeah, he definitely hear me playing tackle.
Yeah, he's playing tackle. Plays right tackle. He's never played guard. He's only gonna play right tackle.
Let's see.
I thought Wilbur would never.
He was talking about Falele. Yeah, no, he's playing tackle.
Yeah, he's playing right tackle right now. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if James starts in the left guard. I mean, they won't put their best 5 out there.
Yeah,
because they seem to be, and they keep him, and they had him playing left. They had him playing left tackle.
Yeah,
right now until Stanley, is back on.
Yeah, Stanley got to show you healthy because right now what I see is if Stanley not healthy, I see Moses moving over to the left.
Mm-hmm.
I see Juwan James on the right until Falele shows like in camp. If Falele shows in camp like, hey, I can handle this, maybe he gets inserted early.
I mean, I can see that. I can see him definitely playing. He's definitely going to play.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line, he's definitely going to play. He said he's catching on. He's just a pure athlete though, but he's catching on. He's catching on well. He's just He's just young in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, Jerron. They've had both Jerron and Moses both play left tackle.
Yeah.
I just think they're going to try to figure out who's the best 5 to put on that field. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, but Stanley's his leg is healthy. He just got to get back in shape. If you backpedaling for walking backwards for 2 miles, you all right.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I don't think I hadn't did that workout before. So
yeah, so you good. You good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so let's move forward. We got a defensive line to talk about. Jets or Ravens? Who you got?
Oh, ours.
Goddamn it! Yeah, our defensive line.
100%. I don't know other than Quentin.
So they picked up Quentin Williams, and they got Quentin Williams, and they got Carl Lawson. They gave him a pretty decent check.
Yeah. but he was at. I mean, are we referring to just the? Are we talking about the DNs as well? Because they run a different front than we run.
I say put them. Yeah, put DNs, deep tackles in the same group.
So DNs, D tackles, outside linebackers, the same group.
I was gonna say just linebackers in their own group, but middle linebackers and
outside
outside.
linebackers because they run a different front than we run.
Yeah.
So 4-3.
Travis and Big Red are going at it.
You understand what I'm saying? Are we gonna be putting them all in the same like?
So maybe we should have a different category for defensive end / outside linebackers then?
I mean, that's what I'm asking because they run a different front than we run. So
yeah,
if you're saying they're edge rushes, so you just include edge rushes. Just make it clear.
Okay, let's put edge in their own category. Just leave edge in their own category, defensive line in their own category, and then middle linebackers in their own category.
Okay, because they're deep. All right, so so you can't bring Lawson in it because Lawson would be considered an edge rusher.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll leave that one out. So if it's just Quinnen,
D tackles.
Yep, D tackles.
We come on now.
Oh yeah, I think
we still got the.
I think we're straight. We good.
We good. We good.
All right, edge. Who you got? Ravens or Jets?
I think we're younger, but I think we better.
Okay.
I mean, they got one that's explosive over there. They got something.
Fully healthy Ravens. I think we pretty solid there. Because if we get a fully healthy Bowser, we got Ojabo, we got Owe. It's gonna be beastly. I can't wait to see what these guys beast on and sack quarterbacks all over, just giving nightmares. I just hopefully it's a full on nightmare type defense.
I think that now, with the unfortunate passing of Ferguson, I honestly think that other than them bringing Houston back, I think they're going to ask Malik to play outside linebacker full time.
Yeah,
which makes sense.
I want to see what it looked like. I just hadn't. I see Malik. I just see a guy,
but he didn't like. It was just spot plays. You know what I'm saying? So he really can't see no work. You know what I mean?
It's like he can thump. He can stop the run. That's what I want to see out of this guy.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, KTSC said it's your bedtime.
Yeah.
You can't be calling CPS on me. Hold up, player.
You gotta go to bed now. Play each other.
Silence, Justin, man. You trying to get me arrested up in here?
Yeah, me too.
It's the summertime, man.
Yeah, my bedtime is 10 o'clock.
It says late bedtime in the summer. You talking about sign JPP or re-sign Justin Houston back, and we good.
I think Justin coming back. I think Justin coming back.
Justin is just coming back, man. Just coming back.
Yeah, I definitely.
And then Delicious is just laughing.
Yeah. All right. So there we went through O-line, D-line, defensive backs. Do we even have to look at that?
We ain't got to look at that. I mean, even PFF talking about we got the number one secondary in the game.
Yep.
Totally 100% agree with it. I mean, front to back. I mean, right now on the roster, they have 11 corners.
Cool. So we won't even look at that for all the categories. So we just know that our DBs are better. All right. So when it comes to the
tight ends,
we talked about outside linebackers already, right? Or did we?
We considered that the edge. So we
considered that the edge, and we said our edge is younger. Middle linebackers.
I mean, they got CJ, and I don't know the other guy, the weak side linebacker. I really don't know who he is.
Me neither.
I just don't think that. I think they got a young team. They're just gonna have some growing pains. You know what I'm saying?
And I think I go ahead and give CJ. I'll give them the middle linebacker. So the score would be basically a lot to a little because they basically only got 3 positions where we feel like that they're better on. Now, of course, it's all good and stuff on paper, but I still think this team is going to be a force to reckon with. I just don't know about it being on week 1. They got some chemistry to get down before they become a more solid team.
Okay, Dolphins to Ravens. QB, which would you take?
Come on now. Don't ask no questions, Cameron. Don't know the answer to that.
That's not even a question.
So, not a question. We talk about Tua, who Tyreek said is more accurate than Pat Mahomes. So I don't know.
Oh, Cameron. Ask me those questions. You don't know. You know better than that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think he's still salty about that comment, with Tyreek saying that Tua is better than Pat Mahomes.
Who you taking at quarterback, Cameron?
I take the Ravens.
Okay, I appreciate you.
There you go. He's a smart kid, and
because the Dolphins suck.
He's a Chiefs fan, but he's a smart kid. He's a smart kid.
The Dolphins just suck overall.
Okay, so the Dolphins actually beat the Ravens last year, but
the revenge tour starts.
Yeah, the revenge tour is definitely on.
Yeah.
The Dimers.com, I just went back to them again. They had the Dolphins as a +4, so it looks like they do intend on having the Ravens win there. Let's see. What did what did you say about LVHT? Oh, LVHT is here. What's up? He said, "Why do you keep calling a grown man delicious?" Well, it's just that's what the whole joke is, bro.
Oh, bro.
That's what the whole joke is. It's that we saw his name and we were just like, we're just gonna call him D. And I was like, I'll see him down the street yelling delicious like Cedric and the Entertainer. That's exactly what the joke is.
Man, we explained this already.
All right. So they said our whole organization better.
KT got jokes too.
They all laughing.
Yo, chill out, B.
There was a couple of them said that same thing. But look, y'all, it sticks. It sticks. His name is delicious. That's what we're rolling with. All right. So anyway, we back. We back, y'all. We back.
I had to the real talk. I had to get used to it too. At first, I was like, "Who you talking to?" But it's all good. I knew he is my boy. That's my boy, yo.
Yeah.
No, I was just...
Everybody saying the same thing. Leave him alone, man. Leave it alone.
Big Rich.
Everybody got jokes.
Yeah, he say you hear pause every time you hear.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
Anyway, so the Jets they had not the Jets. The Dolphins had a ho hum year. I mean, 1 second they're losing 7 games, next second they're winning 7 games, and then they just had that coaching loss scandal and all that, and they're getting picking up a coach that they're saying is black. I don't know.
He said he's multiracial.
Yeah, it just I don't know. And they were just like, yeah, we made up for it. We picked up a black guy. Is he black? Is he black? Anyway, it shouldn't matter. All I know is that I feel like they are really jacked up organization for what they did, and I feel like it's gonna come around full. They spent some money in the offseason. They picked up Teron Armstead. They extended Xavier Howard. They got Tyreek. They got some burners over there with Waddle already. They re-signed Mike Gesicki. They got Melvin Ingram. They picked up a stable of running backs when it comes to Sony Michel, when it comes to Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert. And then, of course, they got Cedric Wilson from the Cowboys. This is a loaded offense. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup, but they got a lot of speed over there, man.
Cameron, close your eyes. Now cover your ears. Cover your ears. I'm going to act like I need to get this off my chest. I'm going to stop. All right, Cameron. You good. Tell me. That's exactly what's going to go down, brother. You about to get me in red form. Chill out, yo. We get still kids. The kids are still up.
What your mama got in the daggone wash machine? Is it like weights in there? She got like 5 pounders. I can't hear.
Yeah, I should go check that.
Like stuck a Ravens helmet in there or something, man. What's in here?
I should go check that.
Give you like 2 in college. I don't like them now, bro.
Oh, what she say? Hold up. Wait, what's she talking about?
2 in college.
So she said the Jets are the Ravens JV teams.
It's just a...
I guess they picked up like 14 Ravens a couple years ago. I mean, they got a couple of still on there as well.
General manager from the Baltimore. So
she like 2 in college. Okay, she was expecting more from him. Yeah, I think I liked him as well, but I mean, he had burners in college, and he used to just launch and make it look easy. But it was also Alabama. I mean, that defense they masked a lot of his talent back there.
I don't care who they got. I don't care. Look, if you don't play for Baltimore, you getting the whole stomped in you. We stomping. I just want to stomp everybody out. Stomp them all out. I don't care. I like
That belt.
because you get a goose egg. I don't want them to score. I want to embarrass them. I don't care.
They're gonna be looking for a new QB mid-season, apparently.
Oh.
You got all them daggone weapons and you can't produce. That's a problem.
Yeah, man, it's a problem.
If we get pressure on him, he gonna look nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Let's see.
Get that cover zero work this time around. Come on.
Signs that contract soon, and no talk about him comes up about him signing with the Dolphins. Yeah, I definitely want to see him locked up, but like I said, right now, franchise tag for 2 years straight. After this year, after this year's option, the $23 million option, the 5th-year option. So he's here for a while. I mean, he ain't going no Dolphins, unless he. I don't see him pulling a marquee saying he's unhappy here or something like that.
They're working on a contract as we speak.
Yeah, it's conversation.
Unless he makes Marquise unhappy.
Still got a few more weeks. He's still on vacation.
All right, so KCSC says Couch got us on Sesame Street time tonight.
Yep, me too.
He's signing, bro. Brooke don't believe it. He's signing. I think he's signing.
Goodness gracious, Lamar, 5 years, $250 million, $200 guaranteed.
That sound about right. That sound what it should be. Look, if Deshaun got 230, and I've done more than him, I'm not even talking about off the field. On the field, he's done more.
On the field, he's done more. I mean, yeah, Deshaun is had more yards than him or something like that. But at the same time, when you look at it and the body of work, the wins, and then him not taking as many sacks as Deshaun has throughout his career, I think, yeah, it comes down to it. If I got to choose between Lamar and Deshaun, I'm going Lamar all day. Plus, you don't have to hide your massage tables and stuff when it comes to that.
Leave that man alone.
Sorry.
Delicious says,
Sorry,
I like that.
I had to do it. Anyway,
Delicious
I'm hoping Deshaun beat them Chargers, no doubt. I really do. But, of course.
Beat the Chargers, but
yeah.
We ain't going to get into that.
Civil case, should I say. Beat the NFL's, that's what I don't understand. If the NFL sees that the judicial system, the United States judicial system has said, nah, we're going to hire a private investigator to put a ruling on Deshaun after he beat judicial charges. So you telling me the NFL is above the Supreme Court?
I'm just disturbed because if he wasn't a celebrity, obviously nobody would care. So what is he done for? He's done for being single. But he's done nothing wrong. He didn't say that he didn't do anything with these young ladies.
Yeah.
Admitted to that part.
Yeah.
But he's a young man that's single.
Yep.
I don't put it past him doing anything. And if the money was still coming, they wouldn't be complaining anymore. Yeah. So look, don't be mad at me. I'm just saying, I'm trying to understand. If you didn't do anything, disrespectful to these ladies, and you knew that, like, one girl just kept coming back. I saw this. She was like, even the lady said, well, so why'd you go back? Well, he was paying. Once he stopped paying,
yeah. Give me the money.
That's why he's suing the Texans. Because they sue me, I gotta sue them. They gave me the paperwork to sign. For them to. It's a confidentiality agreement. Gave him the paperwork. This is my thing. If you wanted, and a friend of mine said this to me, and it makes sense now. If he gets suspension, I understand that. But what are you suspending him from? Like, he's done nothing criminal. He's done. If anything, he's hurt the shield. But he's not the only one that's been doing this, and there's been groupies for years. You know how many crazy parties have been going on. So, what has he done wrong, other than the fact that he's done too much?
Yeah. So the thing is, I think Pat Jones. I mean, he didn't catch that big of a suspension. If somebody died in the strip club behind him.
Thank you. How you gonna give him a year when you give jokers that have done drugs, not just what's my man that keeps getting suspended?
Gordon?
Gordon.
I think we're getting off
Like
the
Gordon.
football topic.
What's the dude's name? Gordon, the receiver.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
on all the time. You on drugs. You doing this. Everybody, you giving them a year suspension. That's criminal. You can't get somebody that didn't do anything criminal a year suspension.
Like there's speculation. We're gonna have to lay you off for a year, brother. Speculation. Oh, there's speculation. I was jaywalking the other day. What you gonna do?
That doesn't make any to me. That doesn't make any sense because it's just like, okay, if you're gonna, and even if he did get the 6-game suspension, how about you just make him donate some money to something that's going to help somebody instead of just say, hey, you can't come to work.
Yeah, or I wouldn't even say that. Donate some hours.
Yeah.
To a battered women's shelter. You know what? Like, all right, cool. We see that this is an issue. I want you to go ahead and take the fight to the front, like our sexual assault awareness committees or something along those lines.
So he's done none of those things.
Yeah.
He hasn't assaulted anybody.
Yeah.
He's done nothing of. He's no domestic violence. Done nothing.
Yeah.
We can't speak freely, man. We got the babies in the room. We're gonna keep the party going. Don't do that to him. He's looking at me like, baby. They were like, who the babies?
She was saying,
who the baby?
You the baby. All right. So anyway, we'll go through and pay a couple bills, and we'll head back into the talk of the Dolphins here in just a second. Delicious said, "Woo, 2 years is crazy if he gets that." Josh Gordon's clean now. Well, I mean, it might be more legal now. So they probably just ain't monitoring. I mean, I'm pretty sure Josh is back on that cheat. You know, it's just legal now. All right, Big Red says he was trying to see how handy they were. That's all. You a trip. Oh, gosh. NFLPA fighting back, especially with owners realizing no suspensions compared to players.
Hold on, but the owners can do all the crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was Irsay. Irsay, the Colts owner at one point in time. This dude was like out there like crazy. Robert Kraft, prostitution. Now, granted, here's the thing with Robert. While he did what he did was wrong, I'm gonna look at it like this: if I'm a widow, you know what I'm saying? If I'm a gentleman who's a widow, and I know I got all these thirsty little heifers over here chasing my money, I'm probably going to have to go pay for it because I know they're not here for a relationship. They here for that retirement, and they here for that daggone money after I die.
Owners got slaps on the wrist, and even Snyder, if anything, that's horrible is Dan Snyder is like, come on, you doing stuff that's sexual harassment in the workplace. That's totally wrong.
Yeah,
but you're not.
He actually built floors that were see-through and had the girls' dress policy with skirts on or whatever. So, and he put all the offices of the females on the top floor.
Let me tell you something. Sorry, Kyle. Let me say something real quick. If any man say that this man is a pervert, I'm gonna question your manhood at this particular time. I'm sorry.
He set it up.
I hear another man say, "Oh, he's a pervert." You need to tell me if you single and you up in there, and they decide that she want to give you a happy ending. If you single.
Oh, you talking about Deshaun? I was like, no, Snyder was definitely on his perv status. You know,
I'm talking about Deshaun.
Yeah.
Ain't rolling. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying. You ain't gonna go. You can't just go in there and get a massage. KT, if you find a girl attractive and you say, just stop playing with me, son.
Now they did reveal some stuff about him humping some tables and stuff, man.
Yeah, like come on. If something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen freely. Just if he wasn't, if he's at a bar or he's at a club and he picks up, is it better that he picks up a chick there? Or he got a girl that's actually got a professional career. Actually got a job. A job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Any man would do it. Any man. I'm sorry. If you're single, if you're a married man, you're doing that, then you're a total dog. You're dirty. But if he's a single man, he's not with anybody. He abused his privilege? That I think he did.
Yeah.
You doing too much. But the numbers, y'all got to really think about this too. I guarantee 20 out of 24, it was only 5. But the lawyer talking money. So guess what happens? Oh, I got a massage by him too. Oh, he gave me a massage. I mean, I gave him a massage. Oh, I gave him a massage. Oh, how much money on the table? And then all of a sudden, remember how it dropped. But then when Cleveland was like, it don't matter. Who said it ain't gonna happen there too? It don't matter. It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. That's not the where he got the massage ain't the problem. We don't care about where he got the massage. It's the fact that these chicks were taking the dough, and then they decided once he said I don't want to pay no more, then it's a problem. It don't matter where he got the massage.
Oh gosh, here we go. Wilbur back, y'all. He came up with some new material. So hope the Browns go winless until the Browns get Baker back.
Just give it up, Wilbur. Go home. Go to sleep, Wilbur.
Why are you still here?
It's done.
So he had away games and hotels paid for by the Texans. I mean, yeah, there was a lot. There's a lot of details that went into this. But ultimately, when it came out, the judge said, "Hey, it's not enough."
Because he didn't do anything. He said they asked him, "Did you have?" Yes, I had sex with some of these women. I had sex with all. I had sex with some of these women.
Yeah,
and they were willing participants.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to understand. This is my thing, and I'm not even defending it. Like it's just, all right, y'all. I'm just being real quick. To me, the world is messed up because you can't win as a man, as a straight heterosexual man. You cannot win anymore in nothing. You can't win.
Hey, Jimmy said 5 is too many, bruh.
5 is too many. What are you doing?
5 too many, man. Like I'm a grown man, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm a married, happy man right now. I'm happily married right now. Well, I'm married. No, I'm kidding. I'm happy. All right, happily married right now, right? So before marriage, there was a tally, and it was well over 5. I'm just saying,
Jimmy, are you saying it's 5 is too many? So it's too many that he had sex with, too many that he paid because he paid these girls. He paid them for the massage, and whatever happened after that, they were willing participants, and it didn't happen just one time. That's the problem that I have. It'd be different if one girl felt uncomfortable and she didn't want to do it again, but they came back. So it doesn't matter if it was 1 or 50. He's single. He didn't do anything wrong to anybody. He paid them for the massage, and if it was asked, it was asked. If it wasn't, it wasn't. Only reason all this came up is because he didn't want to be in Houston anymore.
Yeah.
I don't. If you telling me that you wouldn't have done anything and you single, then I don't know. I got to question people's manhood at this particular time.
It's like all this came out right around. It was like so convenient. It came out the second. Oh, I want to be traded.
Yeah.
Houston's like, oh, all those people we were supposed to be paying, we ain't gonna pay them no more.
And that's
like, oh, it's that bad.
That he didn't want to be involved. He didn't want to be in Houston because of how the owner was. Yeah. He thought there was a lot of racial things. That's why he didn't want to be there. And all of a sudden, well, we gotta take the temperature off us. Let's make it seem like these allegations are more. He didn't. My point is this: he didn't do anything criminal. He had sex with women. There's players on top of players that are having sex with groupies.
Yeah.
Non-stop. So how is this wrong when he didn't do it? They sued him for money because he didn't want to pay them anymore.
Yep.
There was the misconduct was the fact that he's an NFL player. That's what people tend to forget. The misconduct, he's an NFL player, and these girls were getting paid. That's the misconduct.
More like horny teenager. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. If you go, I ain't going to say my profession. Y'all know my profession. But there are members of my service who, yeah, it ain't just teenagers. They out there. They for the streets.
Y'all gotta cut this out, man.
We gotta move forward. Let's go into back into
my teenage behavior. If he wasn't who he was, y'all would just be saying he out there handling his business. If he wasn't who he was, y'all lying. There's a lot of lying going on up here. All I'm saying is that the man if he get suspended for a year, if you're telling me misconduct as far as having sex with women is wrong, is equivalent to doing drugs, to criminal activity, to all these other things that jokers are getting a year off from, then there's a problem. I don't know. I got to figure out where everybody get yourself a soda. Are you in pajamas, brother? Or you got some golf pants on?
You caught me in my pajamas. I was trying to pull the news like a thing, like, hey, whatever I want to put on. I'm in pajamas, bro. It's been one of them days. I was like, look, I'm just chilling today, man.
It's all, bro.
Let's see. All right, so we back on the Dolphins here. So we had all those offseason moves. I think the biggest one for the Dolphins is going to be a big helper for Tua is it's not Tyreek. It's going to be Cedric Wilson. I believe that he's just one of those slot guys that I was very impressed with last year, and I think between him and Tyreek, they're gonna be a force to reckon with. But we'll go down into it. Tua had 16 touchdowns and had 10 interceptions last year, but I think he was in and out, right?
You're gonna throw about 3 of them things against us. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Is there? All right, so quarterbacks, we already know.
Yeah. Turnovers. I'm putting that bold prediction up right now. Baltimore, number 1 defense, number 1 in turnovers, causing turnovers.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, running backs. Who you got?
Okay, I'm sorry. Running backs. Well, I got us. I'm running with us. Mostly can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Who else they get picked up? Who else they picked up other than Mostert?
Oh, so they picked up Chase Edmonds, Sony Michel, and Raheem Mostert.
A lot of them back there.
I like Mostert. You know,
I always had love for Mostert because he was a Raven.
Yeah, and then with Chase Edmonds and Sony, I definitely like both of those guys. But it's a decent stable running backs. Are they as good as J.K. and as Gus?
Nope.
And as
no.
Who the 5th round pick we had, man?
He ain't as good as Just.
Yeah. Yeah. So he said that not as good as Justice. Dang. Woo. All right. Okay. There's a lot of confidence here. All right. So we're saying the Ravens running backs then.
Yes, I am. Definitely saying
I called it a blackjack. I called it a push because of the injuries. We ain't back yet.
Yeah. Okay. Offensive line. Who you got?
The offensive line, I said a push on that one because we allowed 57 sacks last year. Granted, our line looks a lot better, but they allowed 40 sacks for the full season last season as well. And then of course they picked up Armstead, so I think that makes them a little bit better this year. So I'd say it's a push on that one as well.
Only thing that I will say is that they have to adjust to running that offense. So I think that's going to take a little time. I think we got them right where we want them. Like, you still got to be able to move. I don't know if did they run that type of? I don't think they ran it. They ran a zone scheme at the Saints. Did they? For the running.
I think they ran a zone scheme. I think it was man.
Right. So I don't know. We're gonna see how good Armstead is for that. But hey, he's a good guy. He's a good
57 sacks. Go look at what Joe Burrow. He had 72 sacks last year. Or was it 7? I think it was 72 before the championship, I believe. Mm-hmm. So I mean, he took a beating, and I think they went out and spent $50 million, but they got a decent line now. But La'el Collins, I mean, what's the injury history on this guy? Can he stay healthy? If he's healthy, then the Bengals look all right. But without a healthy left tackle, the Bengals could be in some trouble because but other teams may figure out, hey, if they blitz Burrow and have these guys sitting back, that may cause an issue. Anyway, we're not even talking about the Bengals right now. We still want
under John Harbaugh, we are undefeated against the Dolphins at home. So we're gonna get another W.
Okay.
Please continue.
And then let's move forward. Tight ends. So they got Gesicki.
That's it.
I think he's a solid tight end.
Yes,
but of course we got our guys, and I think our tight ends. So that looks like they got the wide receivers. We gonna call that one, right?
We call that.
Yeah, because I mean they just got some burners with Jalen Waddle, Steve Wilson. I mean Tyreek. It just the list just goes on with them, and they had so many receivers they could afford to trade Parker to the Patriots. Mm-hmm. So and we'll get into that one in a minute. Moving on to we talked about the offensive line. We said a push on that one. You said Ravens, right?
Offensive line. I think I think our line is better.
Okay. And then defensive line.
I don't know anybody that's scary on their defense. Period.
Yeah,
Other than the corners, and that's Howard. The only one that I think I like their free safety, the young dude from I think he went to Clemson.
Okay.
Can't remember his name, but other than that, like I just think the scheme, Flores' scheme, was just perfect for them because there was a lot of no names on that defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they kept the defensive coordinator, so I'm sure he's going to run with the scheme, but he ain't Flores, so I don't care who he is. Go ahead. All I know, we stomping the mud hole in that. Stomping the hole in the ass. Excuse my language there, Reverend.
They talking about comeback player of the year. So it's like they got it between Dobbins and MP Juice Man. What do you think?
Lamar too.
Yeah, that's true. Lamar could come back and kill the MVP again.
Yep.
And then you said MP Juice Man getting at least 7 interceptions this year.
I like it.
You love to see it.
Yep. I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, we over here to the DBs. So they had 14 interceptions in 2021. The Dolphins did. I don't know how many we had. I know it wasn't. I don't think it was double digits. Did we have double-digit interceptions? I think we had 9, didn't we?
I don't even think we had 9. I think we may have like 7. I think we had like 7.
Yeah.
Marlon had 1.
It was sad.
Cook had 2. Geno Stone had 1. Oh my God. I think that might be it.
Marlo had 1.
Yeah, I already said Marlo.
Yeah, it was in the blowout.
That was. I only mentioned 4. I can't. I'm trying to think.
Did Bowser get 1?
No. No. We had 7 because Double A had 3. A had 3. Double A had 3.
Sad. So hopefully this is a ball hawking secondary now because we got everything we need back there.
Oh yeah.
Right now, I love this little banter between Marlo and Hamilton. This is funny with these two. Because,
you know, you gotta get on because they both first rounders, so you don't want to do what he do.
And so Hamilton snitched on Marlo and said that it was something about an iPad and an iPad case. He made him go travel all the way across town, go get his iPad, and then forgot the case. And Marlo was sitting here giving him the look of disappointment. Said, "No, it's cool, fam. Don't worry about it." And he's like, "I can go back in." And he's like, "No." But he didn't mention it by name. And then Marlo came on Twitter and he was like, "Look at these rookies. They straight snitching." So they got it. I love the banter between those two. It's funny, because initially I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be crazy," because Marlo was following Hamilton around with the camera all the time. And Hamilton wasn't used to that. And then it came to Twitter, and so between Marlon and Queen and Hamilton, and then of course Lacey DaCosta, she's in on this as well. They troll each other all day. It's funny.
She's you know what? She's a fun person, a fun woman to be, like the way she is. That you could tell how proud she is of her husband.
Yep.
Of EDC, because she's invested in his career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what I like about her the most? She don't have a blue check mark. She wants to be able to talk to all of Ravens Nation.
Yeah. But you could tell like she is really truly invested. Because at first I was like, why is she always doing this? Like, okay, guess whose jersey I'm going to wear today? Da, da, da. And I'm like, after a while, I was like, yo, she really does love what he's doing and love being a part of this. You got to really love it. You know what I'm saying?
I think she was in the PR department at one point in time, I think, right?
Oh, they met there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's even better.
Yeah.
That's even better.
She said she'd been a fan her entire life. She just, or she'd been a fan, and then she happened to fall in love with him, so it was a win-win.
That's beautiful.
It would be nice if everybody had wives that was Ravens fans. Just any shots at Johnny.
If Couch giving you a call, KT, if Couch giving you a call because he's sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, I'll be on the couch tonight. Hopefully she'll go. She don't watch my shows, so I'm in the clear.
I was gonna be sleeping on the couch.
Check it out. Her students watch my show, and they will come to her the next day or whatever at school and tell her about the show, and she'll be like, "Oh, I didn't watch." And they're like, "Mrs. Lockett." I'm like, "Yeah, she ain't no fan. She ain't no fan of me, man." Anyway, moving on. So we are defensive backs. We talked about those. So we think the Ravens got it there, or do we? Because I mean, they got Howard.
Nah, we won.
We
got, look, I'm running with PFF. I'm running with that until the season. It's over. They said we got the number one secondary. I totally believe it. When healthy,
Brooke gonna be over here snitching.
Yeah, she going to snitch.
Over here snitching. Yeah, Reg, you good, man. You good. You got your good wife, a Ravens fan. Mine is the ultimate enemy. The enemy. She's with Tamisha Brady. It's hard. It's a hard life because she's sitting in the house yelling about 6, 7 rings. How many this guy got all the time? Gronk this, Gronk that, Brady this, Brady that. I was really looking forward to his retirement, and then he decided to come back and ruin my birthday. That was just horrible. I can't believe he did that. Just hateful. Anyway, Brooks saying it's time, but we still got 2 teams to go through, so we're gonna whip through these real quick. We'll get to the next. All right. So linebackers, who you got? Ravens or Dolphins?
All defense, I got us. I don't really, like I said, I don't know anybody that's scary on their defense. I don't know anybody that's scary on their defense.
Yeah. Now special teams, I think we got special teams wrapped up.
Yeah.
And then all right, so we're moving on to week 3. We're going against the Patriots. So, all right, so the Patriots record, they had what's up?
Another W.
Oh yeah, another W on that one. So when it comes to it, they was 10-7 last season. They're gonna be the Patriots' home opener, so the crowd is gonna be crazy.
As long as it ain't raining.
Yeah, you know how Bill Belichick is. This man control the weather, the radio, the cameras, the deflated balls. You name it.
Man, we be in trouble. As long as it ain't raining. Oh my God, that was the worst game.
So you got Mac Jones. He's still developing. You got Damian Harris, who is that dude. They, of course, when it comes to offseason modes, this is a team that they spent over $130 million last offseason, which this year is like pennies compared to what was spent in this offseason. $452 million was spent by the Raiders this past offseason. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then they actually picked up Devontae Parker. They got Tyquan Thornton. And then they picked up Cole Strange, a guard, which everybody thought the pick was strange. But it was just, I was just like, all right, cool. Maybe they know something we don't. But, of course, Bill Belichick has had a history of not hitting on draft picks. It just doesn't happen. His scheme means more than his draft picks, which is odd because in the NFL that usually doesn't happen.
Right.
All right, so ho-hum draft, ho-hum offseason because they spent all the money last year. But you guys still remember they still got 2 top tight ends right there. And they still have got Jacoby Jones or Jacoby Myers, not Jacoby Myers Jones, Jacoby Myers, and they still got Kendrick Bourne over there, who's a pretty solid wide receiver. So adding him to Devontae Parker and Tyquan Thornton makes things look pretty decent over there for them. So we'll get down to it. Quarterbacks, who you got? We got Lamar. Who you got? You got Mr. Jones. Okay, we're gonna throw this man out and say it's Lamar. All right, running backs, of course, we got Damian Harris versus JK. If we just talking starters, who you got?
JK.
All right, JK.
I like Damian Harris too, though, but not over JK. I don't like him over Bus. I think he's
the Pats even have a good backup over there as well.
He's actually might be better than Harrison, but
yeah.
This can I say this? Out of these 4 games that we're talking about, I think is going to be the toughest game. I think the Patriots game is going to be tougher than the Buffalo.
Next week might be tougher than
Buffalo. Buffalo game is going to be tough, but I think the Patriots game is going to be tougher than the Buffalo game.
Yeah, home field advantage. I think when it comes to because we got the Bills at home,
right?
But we going up into
on top of that, it's just the fact that we have history. There's history between rival history between the coaches, the team in general. It's a lot of history. And right now, Lamar's 1-1 against Bill. Trying to make it 2-1.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
All right, next is the wide receivers. I gave that a push.
Mm.
A push simply because we got Rashard, they got Kendrick, and
Mhm.
then of course they got Devontae, we got Duve. It's kind of it's in the air right now. I don't really see one kind of outdoing the other.
You got Kendrick who?
Huh? They got Kendrick Bourne.
Oh, they got Bourne, huh?
Yeah, so they got Bourne and they got Parker, and then yeah. So I think it's a push. I think like I said, until if we go back and revisit this like to preview before week 3.
Mhm.
And we see our guys, I'm pretty sure we can say.
You think Bourne is that good?
I think Bourne. I think it's great. I think he's exceptional. I just don't think that they used him as much like they used him in San Francisco.
Yeah, I was about to say I think he fit the system better in San Francisco because he was just like he was able to that running game helped him like just slide out here and there. But
He
they
was like getting it. I mean, he was just like Mr. Touchdown guy when he was over there. He was just like, all right, cool, I'll get it in. And then, of course, in New England, they did not use it like that. I mean, heck, I'd be kind of hot if I was a wide receiver and you telling me my quarterback only threw 3 times the entire game. I don't care if we won or not. Look, y'all called me here. Y'all paid me. I want to be part of this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me be this dude.
We'll see. I mean, this is more. I do feel comfortable because it's more like the old Patriot offense. I don't know who going. I mean, I don't know if they're going to struggle or not because
McDaniel's gone.
McDaniel's is gone. So who calling the plays? I don't think it's going to be Bill. Bill don't call no offensive
I ain't
plays.
too old for that now.
I don't think he ever called any offensive plays. I think he just say, well, hey, let's run it.
Yeah, I think he's probably part of the install because the thing about Bill, when he's on the field and when he's in front of the press conference, like quiet, like very to the point, and they had him on a show about the top 100, and I ain't never seen this man talk so much and pour so much of the game into a show. And I'm like, this is the Bill that's behind the scenes.
Yeah,
he doesn't let anybody else see.
He's a fun dude. They say he's a fun dude.
Yeah.
But then,
when you see that brilliance come out, you saw it come out on him with the way he watched tape and the way he was able to just see different things. I think Bill has something to do with the installs, at least. Maybe not the play calls.
Yeah.
But the installs throughout the week. I think he has a great deal of input there. And so we move forward. Tight ends. So of course they got 2 of the better tight ends in football right now.
Yeah.
They were when they was with the Tennessee and went San Diego. It was Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith. But we got him.
You got him in tight ends? I gave it a push on that one.
No, I ain't pushing nothing. Pass off.
He's going to push this vote over here to the Ravens.
Push Mandrews and even I got a feeling that we might just keep following tight ends, bro. I got a feeling. If Josh Allen was balling like he's talking about, I think we're going to have Isaiah Likely as the 6th receiver. But I got a feeling. But go ahead, brother. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so we got the offensive line. So they did have they got a decent offensive line.
Yeah, I want to say that's probably about even, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say a push on that one. And so D line, we got them. We got
Lawrence Guy, another Raven. Well, we got Indianapolis before that, but he didn't really blossom until he's with us. Can't think who else they got on that front line. Nobody else. I think that might be more. I think I'm leaning more towards us on that one.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to give it a look anyway.
Yeah.
As far as the defense, so as far as defensive tackles and nose tackles, they got Christian Barmore, Lawrence Guy, and then of course
over there too.
Say again.
Corey Davis is over there now too.
All right, I got a Carl Davis over there. I don't see
Carl Davis. Yeah, you're right. It's still the Davis. Carl Davis used to be with us.
Okay.
He went to Iowa State, I believe, or Iowa.
I don't know. I think he just moved over from the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're showing here, but I don't have the college.
I think that's the same Carl Davis. I think it's Davis.
Yeah, he played in Iowa.
Yeah, that's him. He was drafted by us.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then, so I think Lawrence Guy is pretty solid. That was a former Raven, right?
Guy was a former Raven. Davis, former Raven.
Yeah.
Um,
So he sees something there. I think that's the thing about Bill. It's like he'll sit there and monitor what the Ravens' tendencies are when it comes to the draft and try to snatch a player that we like. But other than that, I think he doesn't hit very well on the draft.
so they
Anyway,
got Wade. Wade gonna probably be more than happy to play this game.
oh yeah,
He gonna he like, you traded me.
Mhm.
You traded me. I got something for you.
Oh my God.
So he gonna feel some type of way.
Then you got Dietrich Wise Jr. as their defensive end.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Let's see here. Will, of course, is Judon. And you got Josh Uche. He's backing up Judon over there. And then as far as the Sam, you got Mac Wilson. And what else? Oh, Jawan Bentley as far as their Mike.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, honestly, I was more interested to see what Raekwon McMillan's going to look like back there for them.
We're gonna see as far as the linebacker since Hightower is not there anymore. I don't know who really is who's the one for him.
Yeah, that's going to be something that's got to be figured out in the off season or training camp and preseason. So I'd say we got him at the linebacker position because all they got it right now I feel like is Judon. Middle linebackers, I'd say that's a push because we still trying to figure out who's that dude. But we know that Queen is our Will for sure, but we just don't know that Mike at the moment. Corners, I still think DB University right now. We got it. We got it on lock.
Well, yeah, we know more. Look, you ain't even got to ask about the secondary. You know, I don't care who we playing. I'm picking us. I'm picking us because I don't think anybody got a secondary like me. Maybe Flo might be close because they got the pieces at corner and they got two good safeties.
Yeah.
Carlos Hyde and I forgot the other dude's name.
McCurdy.
Is it Pryor?
So they got so safeties. They got Duggar and McCourty.
McCourty still playing?
Yeah, McCourty's still there.
Okay.
But they got rid of their top corner. So they got Malcolm Butler back there. But I'll be honest with you, outside of that Super Bowl, I did see a drop off in talent from Malcolm Butler. Yeah. And it was to the point to where he got benched in another Super Bowl, did he?
Yeah, he got benched.
And that caused him to go to the Titans because he was so hot about it. I thought Logan was better than Butler. At least that's the point for the Pats.
Last year was with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
That much. I don't like Butler. So
you got Jalen Mills, who is their right corner, came over from Philly. So that does bolster their defense there. And then you got Jonathan Jones at nickel. But they lost Jackson over to Los Angeles Chargers too, right?
Yep.
So they really went through some pains as far as the transition for corner. So that's something that may be exposed this year if they don't get it together quickly.
Mills is not. I mean, unless he's gonna play that umbrella zone, Mills is really not a man-to-man corner.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we got a W on them. We got an L. What you think?
No, we're winning all 4 of these games.
We're winning all 4. Okay, so this is the big challenge. Here it is.
This is my prediction offhand. We going 4-0 first 4 games.
4-0. If we can walk past, I think this would be the toughest one right here. If we can get past Bill in the tough environment, the elements, he's gonna be controlling the weather and everything else over there.
We owe them a whooping too. So come on, we got a list of whoopings that we got to hand out, bro.
List of whoopings. All right. So we already know Josh Allen.
Before we got whoopings that we got to hand out.
Yeah, Josh is a superstar, and Stephon, that dude is a route monster. He is a full-on route monster, and I mean the footwork is just amazing when you watch this guy. It's a thing of beauty to see him do a whip route on somebody. I mean, you just seeing them completely over here, and he's over here just gliding like, all right, I got this. It's just beautiful. So wide receiver wise, definitely they got us. They just, yeah, it is. I'm like, how in the world did they get Jamison Crowder? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
So they got rid of Cole Beasley, right?
No, they let go Beasley.
Yeah, let go Beasley, and then of course they upgraded because they got Crowder. Because Crowder been working hard since he was with the Washington football team. Goes over to the Jets, was the only one that realized the games were on Sundays. Everybody else didn't show up.
Yeah, exactly.
And he shows up over here to the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen, who already had a superstar squad with a guy who's a no-name, scores 4 touchdowns in a playoff game with Davis. Then you got Jamison Crowder, and you got Stephon Diggs. You got Knox, powerful offense. I think the running backs suck outside of Cook. Singleton, I just don't think is that dude at all. They probably should have cut him during the offseason, in my opinion, because he's just not all that. I don't see it.
He doesn't fit that system at all. Like, not the way they want to run the ball. I don't even think that offensive line is built to run the ball, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's all about the throwing for him and all about rollout play action. So they need a running back to be able to help him to do that.
4 picks.
Yeah, and he just got that rocket arm.
He throwing 4 picks this game. 4
picks. All right, we're going to write this down.
4 picks. Somebody write this down, please. Write this down. He's mid-score. That's right, Trav. That's right. 4 picks. Go ahead, write this down. 4 picks. 4 picks. Look, it's going to be a blood. Look, if that defense is solid, if that defense is healthy, I don't see nobody. Everybody worried about the offense. That's right. Everybody worried about the offense. It's this defense that's going to do it for us. Look, it's been a while since it's been a dominant defense. Last dominant defense we saw was what, Denver?
Mm-hmm.
The defense was the last defense that was super dominant. They won the Super Bowl that year. And when they beat, that was 2015.
Yeah.
I think the Rams defense is dominant, but I don't think anybody's like defense has been like.
Yeah, just scary out this world. I mean, if they were consistent, I would have said the Dolphins. Because they figured out something last year that gave a lot of people issues, and that was that crazy zero blitz with people sitting back on the sticks. It was nice.
But every defense that's ever been scary, you won a Super Bowl with. We got a scary defense again. This defense is going to be scary, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Justin Houston come back because everybody doubt him. He don't need to start. Just bring him in on 3rd down.
Yeah, actually, I'd say put him in there for a couple of first downs.
Yeah, I mean, but he trust me, he gonna get to the quarterback. He'll get enough, and even we good. Just going to bring him back. It's gonna be a problem.
All right, so we go through, of course, as far as quarterbacks, or Lamar or Josh.
What?
I'm just putting it out there. You know what I mean? So
you made me slack my mic, man.
You gotta come across like, oh. All right, so we think you're thinking Josh. Are you thinking Lamar?
This is my thing, and this is not a knock on Josh at all. Everybody says how much Lamar does this. Lamar should be running, blah blah blah, and Lamar may get hurt from running. Lamar's never got hurt running. Josh has got hurt running. Lamar's never got hurt running. He's got hurt in the pocket, and the only time, and he's done again. This is the quarterback that's done more with less.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback I could say that's done more with less, or 2, would have been Tom, and would have been Aaron, until the receivers and their weapons came of age. Lamar's done more with less. Now, I agree with you too. You can't say that if we get JPP, but there's no knock on Josh Allen. I just think that for some apparent reason, everybody just forget about Lamar and act like if you check the stats, Josh Allen's stats are not that much better other than last year because obviously Lamar didn't finish the season.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. They keep putting this on ESPN. I'm like, he didn't get to finish.
Yeah, he didn't outdo Lamar at all in their first 3 seasons, other than the 4th season, which was last year when Lamar did not finish. And remember when Lamar was playing, he was already looked at as the MVP. Right now, in the middle of the season, Lamar was the MVP of the season because everybody was doing more with less. So, all right. So, on that note, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Go ahead. Running backs, we already got that. You ain't even gotta say nothing. We already.
Oh yeah, definitely. We know about that one.
Wide
receivers, we already know. Tight ends. It's basically Johnny Knox versus the world. So,
but it ain't nobody better than that tight end group. I'm not even saying it to be funny, but if you really look at it, man, other than the unknown, which is at receiver, and we still got some unknown at tight end.
Yeah,
we got some pieces. We just gotta believe that it's gonna happen.
Yep. All right, offensive line, I gave it to them.
I don't think I think their pass offense has been better.
Yes.
I don't think they.
I was like, if we're just focusing on pass offense right now, they do a good job of protecting him so you get the ball off. I gave him that because of the health. I was like looking at health, and I was like, all right.
But if you look at health for us, then I think running, we probably got that portion.
Yeah. All right, D line.
Maybe that's a push then.
That's a push for the a push for the O line.
I think because we got a better we got a better run game. They got a better pass game. That's feels like them somebody pass.
Yeah, yin and yang. Okay.
Run protection. Our run protection is better than their run protection. That's why they can't run the ball. It's really not even on the backs. Is that I don't know, either it's the scheme or they just don't have, the line is not opening those holes for them. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, D line.
I think our D line is better than their D line.
Okay.
And just in my opinion, because of who we have in that middle, like I'm not just Calais and.
That was the team that was rated. They had the number one defense and the number one offense, and I thought it was attributed to that line that they had. So I felt like it was more of a push here.
I think it was. But the only reason I'm disturbed, I'm disturbed by the fact that Kansas City doesn't have a good run offense, and they were able to run the ball on Buffalo. And I know you probably playing light in the box, but that's what that D line's supposed to be able to show you something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then why would you go out and sign Von Miller to that type of contract unless you got two rookie edge rushers that came in last year that Basham and I can't think of the brother's name from University of Miami. I thought we were going to get.
Oh yeah, AJ Epinesa, man. I thought for sure he would be like a beast in there.
But it was only his first year, so I'm assuming on the edge, I'm gonna give it to them right now.
Yeah.
With Vaughn, that just makes it.
Yeah, Vaughn, Epinesa, man. If you put them on opposite sides, that's gonna be. Whew.
But see that again, I don't know about those tackles. Boy has not really showed up to me. What's my man from Houston that's was supposed to be like the next Aaron Donald?
You talking about Ed Oliver?
Yeah. He's not. He hasn't showed it to me.
I think they overhyped it a bit because he has the same size. I think it's the exact same like measurables as this guy, but the talent wasn't all there.
Definitely not.
Let's move into the defensive backs.
Come on in.
Because we got they do have White.
They got a good defensive backfield. I just don't think this is better than ours.
Yeah, I think as a whole, I think we got them.
As a whole, I think we're a lot
better. Yeah, linebackers, we talked about that. So I think
that might be more than two. If you want to give it, because Edmonds he's a Pro Bowl for the linebacker.
Yeah,
I don't know who the weak side linebacker is.
Weak side is Matt Milano, and then Mike is Tremaine Edmonds. And then they picked up Terrell Bernard.
I'm surprised they didn't pay him by now. Evans.
I don't know.
This is his fifth season? He came in with Lamar, didn't he?
I believe so.
From Tech, he came in with Lamar.
You said, Milano. Yeah, it's his season number 5.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I know he's on a 5th-year option, but I'm surprised they didn't pay him.
Well, they got to pay all these other guys. They got to pay expensive things like Von Miller.
I wonder. That's funny. I'm just sidebar with it. His brother was the first round draft pick at Pittsburgh, and they didn't pay him. Pittsburgh didn't pay him. He on the 5th-year option, plays strong safety, but Pittsburgh didn't pay him. Pittsburgh paid Fitz. So.
Yeah, and it's just a lot more to pay right now. They've also already paid Josh Allen his money. So that's an extra $43 million that they could not spend elsewhere at the moment. At least we got a little bit of change that we can throw around right now if need be. But looks like we already know where we are as far as special teams goes. So, and you said this is a W for the Ravens here?
Bro, I'm saying 4-0. I'll be very upset. I'll be upset if we lose any game, but yeah. I'll be very upset and very surprised if we don't show improvement. I just really believe that we have a better team right now. If healthy, nobody should be. I don't see nobody beating us if healthy. I mean, I'm sure we're gonna lose games.
Yeah, I say we go 3-1 for this Eastman tour or this this AFC East tour. You know?
You're trying to give him one, but you don't.
I say at least one. I say we at least cough up one.
No, go ahead. No. Speaking into existence, say how you feel. Say how you feel. What you want.
I want the 4. I want
it. Say it then.
You need the 4.
You gotta say. You gotta believe what you say.
Speaking into all right, fine.
Tell him 4.
Oh,
there it is.
Fine. We got it.
Out.
All right. Well, we made it, folks. Brooks saying 4-0. And then Big Reg is saying Justin Tucker, greatest kicker of all time. Yes, he is the greatest kicker of all time, no doubt. Thank you, Billy Cundiff, for screwing up that kick because you gave us the greatest kicker of all time. Joe Flacco will be reading this guy to the Hall of Fame because, he's the one that made him even relevant. So, good times. Let's say one last comment here from Travis. Maybe Stephen Means can summon the LJ Fort vibes. And I think that's the guy we signed from Atlanta, right? Yeah. So we're hoping that happens.
But Means is a DN, but he's a DN outside linebacker though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he played defense and outside linebacker. He's not a middle linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a you gotta. He was here. He used to be a Raven.
Yep.
He's another used to be a Raven, but he's like a Jair Ward, like that type of build.
All right. Well, it's that time, folks. We did it. We made it all the way. Had both cams on. It was magical. It was a beautiful experience. Had a motivational moment. Remember, love God, love your neighbor. We had a great time tonight. I appreciate talking about all 4. We'll go into, I guess we might as well do kind of finish these off in these next couple of episodes. 4 teams per episode, and maybe we'll shorten it up for the last 2 and make it 3 and 3 or something along those lines. Anyway, and my math's off. But this is the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours.
Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Y'all take care. Peace.
All right, bro. See ya.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens. Couch Rider. Raven. We gon' ride out. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, Original Sports Perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the